moon was really cool and orange. Well, the moon is really cool anyways, but it's even cooler if it's orange because I totally love orange. So hop on, say hello. Good morning. I'm still in quarantine. So I'm working from home through tomorrow, and then nobody has any symptoms in the house. So we were exposed to COVID. Nobody has any symptoms in the house. So we will all be going back to work on Monday. So exciting. Really, I miss it. I miss just the stability and structure of having a schedule. Good morning, Michelle. Hop on, say hello. I decided to wear my Valentine's Day shirt today, so I'm feeling love. I'm feeling warm and fuzzy instead of witchy and I almost said the other word that rhymes with that, but I try to keep it clean. Okay, so I want to talk to you about something today, and as titled something, I don't remember what I titled this. Your mind is your biggest limitation. So I work in the culture of energy healing people. And I just was a little bit, good morning, Kathleen. I did get your email, so I will send you that link. I do work with lots of different energy healers, lots of people that, good morning, Lynette, have a foundation in energy healing. I don't remember exactly where I was going with that. But anyway, so when you start studying natural law and quantum physics and how all of this energy around us works and because I'm the type of person that I have to dive into research. I'm not just going to ever take somebody's word for anything. So when you start, I was telling Dave this the other morning, I'm like, it's so cool. You start studying quantum physics. I'm like, if you actually take an atom and break it into two and you send each little atom separately from each other, no matter how far away one is from the other, when you change the trajectory of one, its sister atom changes its trajectory as well. And it's a really cool, phenomenal thing. And Dave was like, oh, that's pretty cool. And so I've been really looking into just how people's vibrations affect everyone around them and also your personality vibration, right? So when you're like, what the heck is a personality vibration? Think about when you first meet someone and you have an instant feeling, right, about them. And that's somewhat of their personality vibration. Now, I do think that some people have the ability to hide their personality vibration a little bit because they have a shield up or a barrier, whatever you want to call it. And those are the types of people that you're like, well, when I first met you, I thought you were really offish, but then I got to know you and then you're like super cool, right? And I would say definitely that's how I am. I don't show my bubbles. I don't show my really fun personality to just anyone. I really have to get to know you before you get to see that in real life. What do you want? So good morning, Wendy. But as I was speaking with some people yesterday, I was talking about some of the things that I have been using in my practice, and somebody was like questioning what I was doing. And this was another healer. So, on a typical Facebook page, like a Facebook classified page, if I post something about my energy healing business, I know I'm going to get some smack for it. And I don't care because I just have the mentality of how do you know you've never tried it, right? Your little peon brain is the biggest issue that you have. And so people that are like, no, I'm not into manifesting. No, I don't want anything to do with what you do. Great. Just keep going. You do what you do. You do you, I'll do me, right? And then usually I'm like, really, how's that working out for you? Because most people are miserable. But as I was watching these other people talking, someone said, well, how are you doing what you're doing? And I'm like, well, how am I not doing what I'm doing? And they said, well, I don't understand how you are using, and I'm specifically talking about this little Healy device. And they're like, I don't understand how you're using this. And I'm like, well, and I'm like explaining them over and over again. And then they're like, well, you can't do that. And I was like, says who? Says who I can't do what? And this is the thing though. This is how our cognitive, stupid human brain works. So what do you think happens initially when someone says to me, you can't do that? Even though I know my human nature part of me pops in and for a moment I'm like, I can't do that. And if I believe what that person just said, what happens? It doesn't matter how many successful, beautiful clients I've helped. Immediately I'm like, oh, I can't do that. And then if I start believing that, what will happen? I won't be able to do it because I think that I can't. So when I see another practitioner saying something like that, I'm like, okay, first of all, I would never want to be, I know this is harsh, but I would never want to be a client of theirs, right? Heal yourself before you heal other people. And so if any of you are out there searching for practitioners that do holistic healing, please make sure they've healed themselves before they start working on you, because otherwise you get to take on all of their garbage as well. Exactly, Lisa. And so that's how I was, right? When I went to go into the military and I wanted to be a pilot, you can't do that. There's no way. You needed to come through the Air Force Academy or the ROTC. You can't just graduate from college and decide to become a pilot in the Air Force. That's not how it works. And I was like, well, that's what I'm doing. And I did it. And I remember they were big about like just statistics and data. And they were like, there was a 14% chance that I could become a pilot in the Air Force. A 14% chance. I'm like, someone told you have a 14% chance of living. That kind of puts it into perspective, right? And so I was like, 14% chance. Hell yeah, I'm going to rock this. And I did. And I did it. And I became a pilot. And, I was like, so I don't know, like, who's telling you that you can't do something? Like, first of all, what authority does that person have to tell you that you can't do something? Number one, unless this is God himself coming down and through the clouds, or Jesus Christ, or the higher authority, the goddess Athena, I don't care what you believe in, telling you that you can't do something, like I might listen to someone like that. But otherwise, if you are a human being with skin and you are breathing oxygen, and nothing that you say that comes out of your mouth do I have to put any weight on, because I am in charge of myself. I make my own decisions. I determine my own destiny. I manifest what I want to have. I don't care what limitations you have. I'm sorry that your cognitive brain gives you limitations, but I don't have those. So, I mean, seriously, rock it, get rid of it, throw it out the window. I know it does take practice. Like, you're not just going to wake up this morning and be like, I mean, if you had enough intention, you could just wake up this morning and throw all your past agreements out the window and do this. But yes, it does take a little bit of some rewiring of your brain, because even like I told you, the second that someone said, you can't do that, right? What did my cognitive brain do? I was like, oh, I can't do that. And then I had to say, whoa, toss that out with the trash. That is what I call a limiting belief. Okay. Now it is even possible. It is possible for me when I do my session to connect with you, and I can actually tell you what your limiting beliefs are. And guess what we do? We get rid of them and we replace them with a positive one. And it's really cool. So if you have a limiting belief of I'm not safe, then we replace it with I am safe in the space I'm creating, whatever your subconscious wants to replace it with. It's super cool. But yeah, I'm not going to allow someone to put a limiting belief into my head. But that's how they get there. You listen to someone. And the problem is that when it's your mom, your dad, your sister, your whatever, someone, your spouse, your child, someone that's really close to you that you already have an energy cord with, that limiting belief becomes really strong. But some of you are getting limiting beliefs from watching stupid conversations on Facebook, right? That's why I don't engage in arguments on Facebook at all. So if somebody starts arguing on my page, well, first of all, I don't have time to go through all my comments anymore. But if I see something, I just delete it. There is no room for that. There is no space for arguments in my life. I will not argue with someone on social media. You can think and say whatever you want, right? I release it and I'm just not affected by it. It's totally fine. All right, you guys. So there you go. It's a beautiful day. I am home quarantined, right? So I like to wear my longer, warmer socks. I'm totally sporting the Valentine's Day shirt, which is got my bunny on it, made with love. Ta-da! but I'm going to rock the Halloween socks. I think they match my eyes. I like it. I'm going to rock the Halloween socks today because I can. And you know what else I'm going to do? A lot of you have asked about the Healy and you want to know a little more about it. And I don't want to sit and do sales pitches on my Facebook page, but I am going to go live later today and I will talk to you about this little device and how it works, because you can get one yourself, and they are really super cool, and they can do things with pain, sleep, overall balance, support, relaxation, cognitive functioning. I ran one when I was taking a test the other day and I didn't have the anxiety that I normally do. So all kinds of stuff. I have no idea. I have no idea what time I will be doing this at, because I am also working from home. So when I can take like a little break or whatever, I'm just going to hop on here. And I'll also do a post that is not live, so you can just check it out. If you're interested, you can get with me. I'll let you know how all that works. But anyways, have a beautiful, fantastic rest of your day. And don't let anyone limit what you're doing. You are ultimately in charge of yourself. You, the universe, God, whoever for you.